Hello everyone, this is Energy Crisis, the energy drink report. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, we're back, we're live, 2:36 a.m. We are here with Energy Crisis, the energy drink report. As we have always historically said, from review to review, it's always the energy drink report, nothing else. I mean, it could be something else, but we're not making it something else. Today's energy drink report, well, today we are reviewing Bawls Orange. We may have thought back in good old 2013, that means 2013. You may have thought back in 2013, you may have seen the last of the dirty Bawls, but we are back. They introduced a new flavor to it, a Bawls Orange. This is their newest flavor. Already, they have their standard original Bawls. They have cherry flavored Bawls, root beer Bawls, and I think that's it. I think they had the trio Bawls, but they introduced a new one, Bawls Orange. Bawls, I know it has a funny name, Bawls. I mean, I guess it could be sounding like balls. I mean, there's no other way to pronounce it. You could say Bawls, I guess, but that's not really an adequate means of pronunciation. So I figure it's balls, but not really like balls, like testicles, but it's Bawls Orange. High caffeine guarana soda. Let's quit our BSing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the ingredients. Ingredients are carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, natural guarana extract, sodium benzate, caffeine, natural flavor, yellow 6, etc., etc. Warning, it says. This product contains high levels of caffeine, 64 milligrams. I'm kind of scratching my head at that. I don't think that's really a high level of caffeine at all, my friends. 64 milligrams is less caffeine than in a Mountain Dew, which has approximately 88 milligrams of caffeine. So, not really high caffeine, but, it's the Bawls, so they can say what they want to say. Nutritional facts, serving size is 1 bottle. Calories, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Alright, 33 grams of sugar, that's all you gotta know. Oh, we also have to know, my friends, there's a 5-cent refund if you recycle this. Connecticut, Delaware, Massachusetts, Vermont, New York, Maine, IA, OR, and HI. And a 10-cent refund in Michigan. We all have to know that, my friends. Alright, not much else I can say. It comes in the fancy glass bottle, but that's about it. So, Bawls Orange, 10 fluid ounces, my friends. Let's just open this up here. Came off rather easy. Not really any sort of little snap or pop, I imagine. I always have trouble with those, but I guess this one was rather easy. Kind of like a little twist-off one anyways. You see that? So I made that noise. Some got on the table. Well, it's orange in color. That's a real big shocker right there, my friends. Didn't expect that at all. It smells like orange. I thought for a second it would have smelled like a stinky fish bomb. It doesn't. Well, my friends, the drink says orange flavor. It looks orange. It smells like orange. No other deceiving flavors. So, looks orange, smells like orange, says it's orange. Blueberry. Cheers, my friends. Review, bro. You literally guzzled down that balls. I did, and I'm going in for more. One more sip, for good measure. Review, bro. What are your findings? It's not bad. Not bad at all. Was I correct with my blueberry? Is that what it even said? I don't even remember what I said anymore. All right. It tasted like orange. So whatever I said, I don't even remember. I was wrong. It didn't taste like blueberry or pineapple or yumberry, whatever I said it tasted like, but it tastes like orange. Rather simple at that. It is, in texture, very carbonated. It's high carbonated. It's the type when you drink it, it sizzles almost. Very bubbly, very carbonated, and you'll definitely notice its strong effervescence upon sipping this beverage. So, very carbonated, heavily carbonated, I might say. And just sipping away at it, that's the first thing you know. It's just the bubbles snapping and popping against your tongue. As they should, I suppose. I think they'd be doing anything else. Flavor-wise, as I said, it tastes like orange. No hidden flavors. Nothing. Just tastes like straight orange. I can't really say it tastes like anything else. So it just tastes like orange, but it is on the sweeter side. That is what I would say about it. That it does taste like orange, but it also is a very sweet flavor. So pretty much the three main components of this beverage. It's highly carbonated, high carbonated beverage. So you definitely notice the carbonation of this drink. It just has a simple, standard orange flavor, and it's very sweet. Texture-wise, aside from the carbonation, it is smooth, and it does provide a little bit of an orange aftertaste. So that's what the Bawls has to offer. That's what it has to offer, my friends. It has to offer us all at the Bawls. Now, yes, very simple flavor, as I said. Not much I can say about it. Tastes like orange, sweeter, highly carbonated. That's about it. Overall, though, not bad. Nothing I can really critique it on. Is it maybe a little too carbonated? No, it's just on the upper end of the spectrum for carbonation. Definitely on the higher end there, but not any sort of negativity from that. And Bawls always does provide a good beverage. Now, the one thing that I do have to kind of criticize it on is from their website. You can't buy an individual drink, and that's one thing that I don't like. You can buy the orange Bawls you get a can, orange 16-ounce, 24-pack case for $48 freaking dollars. Whew! For the rich man, I tell you. You get the orange 10-ounce bottles, 12-pack case for $28, and a 24-pack case of the bottles for $48. So, it's expensive. It's expensive. That's the one thing I don't like, that, you're kind of stuck with them. You gotta buy the whole set or you don't buy them at all. And I guess it is a little pricey. It's a little pricey, but then you gotta say what comes in the fancy glass bottle, it's a quality product, etc., etc. That's one thing. But that's the one thing I could kind of critique them on, is that, well, it's a little expensive and you gotta buy them in lots. If you just want one, you just want the Bawls, just one, I guess it would be one Bawl, not plural, because it's a single drink. So if you just wanted one Bawl, you can't do that. You got to buy the whole case of them and spend a good $30 minimum. So that's the one thing. It's the one thing, but otherwise, not bad. I can't criticize it in any other way. So out of 10, I'm going to give this an 8.5221 out of 10. My rating again, 8.5221 out of 10. Simply due to the fact that it's a great drink. Can't really criticize it. The carbonation is a bit high, but not bad in any way. And just, if the pricing and buying them, you can't buy a single drink, and that's just, something that kind of could serve as a little bit of a turn-off. You don't want a whole 24-pack of them. So, that's the one thing. But otherwise, not bad. Can't really complain at all. So that's that. This is the Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. Today I reviewed Bawls Guarana Soda in orange flavor. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Report of the Week. This is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. We will catch you later. Goodbye. Take care.